Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald has been out a couple of weeks already, and it's probably time to do a review. And before we proceed, my name is Earl. I'm from the Fanboy SEO, and let's look at what makes this video or what makes this movie quite a hit among fans. The film was directed by David Yates and stars Eddie Redmayne, Jude Law, Johnny Depp, Dan Fogler, Ezra Miller, and Claudia Kim. The movie is set sometime after the first film and sees Johnny Depp's Gellert Grindelwald once more. It's up to Newt Scamander to find him and bring him back to justice before he succeeds in his goal of igniting a war between wizards and muggles. I'll tell you this, the film is a spectacle. Great looking cast and special effects. I loved Ezra Miller, I loved the costumes that they had for Newt Scamander. Dumbledore was really dapper in his looks. Too bad we don't get to see much of the special effects for the fantastic, quote unquote, the Fantastic Beasts, because they took a back seat, and instead we have the main magical characters, the wizards. Yeah, no need to catch it on IMAX though. If you have the budget, then you can do so. But if you're a little bit tight pressed on money, you can just watch it on 2D or 3D. Not nothing will change. Sorry. When it comes to Harry Potter lore, I'd really say that they did a good job in writing in as much as they can. We have, and this is not a spoiler, Nagini is in this one, and she's played by Claudia Kim, who we last saw in Avengers: Age of Ultron. This time, she's still human, but there were already hints or there were already plot points, and they were mentioning that when she grows older, she'll eventually end up becoming a snake permanently, which really happens in the Harry Potter movies. There's also the really tight connection between this film franchise and the Harry Potter movies, and it comes in the form of Albus Dumbledore, played by Jude Law. The only thing, and you've probably seen the memes online, and you've seen that in early parts of his life, he's really looking like a cool, slick guy. And then by the end of the Harry Potter movies, by the time he dies, he looks like the wizard from Enchanted Kingdom. Why? The hows? We still have 3 movies to go, so we'll probably find out why he does that, why he shifts. Uh, what else? McGonagall is also here, although we're not really sure if it's Minerva or it's just somebody in Hogwarts who has the same name. But there's a bit of a controversy for that. Not really controversy, but there are people asking those specific questions. Plot-wise, I enjoyed the movie in general, but when you come to the end of the movie, you kind of see that they were trying to make a big impact. However, depending on it really depends on you. But for me, when I saw it, I was like, okay, that's very interesting. But you have it's kind of making you want to watch the third movie, although there's still no definite release date for that. But if you're a really hardcore fan, you might not like the connection, that ending. So it really depends on you. And there's a lot of theories right now going around about specifics, and I can't really spoil this in this video review, but we will be doing that. We will be checking that out. Probably do a quick, rundown on whether this person at the end of the movie is connected to another Harry Potter character or not. But yeah, let's look at that. Acting wise, I loved everybody. Johnny Depp was good. It was really, really good though. And Queenie was surprisingly a great character here. There were a lot of changes. Uh, Dan Fogler's character, he was also really, I would really say he did a lot better job. He did a really better job in this movie compared to the first one. The first one was like a comedy, yeah, comedic humor foil. This time he really has more depth. He really has more uh, he really has something going on in this movie with his connection to Queenie and Tina. Uh, Dumbledore was also great. I'd probably say great, but he just had like a couple of minutes. They were like, it really felt like they were reserving all of Jude Law's performance for the next few movies. So this was like just a teaser. This was just like a bait for the next movies. I think they were really testing the waters too. They weren't really sure if he's going to click or not. But I can honestly say that he did. He did click an actor and as a character of Dumbledore. And still, again, I'm still wondering why he looks that way when he meets the boy who lived in the other film franchise. So yeah, aside from that controversial ending and the point and the fact that they just stuffed the movie with too much information, too much plot points, I would really say that Fantastic Beasts was a okay movie, a good movie, but I wouldn't call it fantastic if that's a stretch. Also, there was hints of things that would have been better if they focused more on those. Like, okay, let's probably do a spoiler here, but when we were talking about Lethal Lestrange, character played by Zoe Kravitz, uh, why was she there? I mean, sure, she's the love interest, but do we really need like 10, 15 minutes of story when it could have been something else? See, that was the kind of examples that I'd like to set for the movie that kind of weakened it. It would have been a better movie if they had streamlined that, but let's see. Let's really see. Uh, the franchise still has promise though, and really expect that they would pick up their game for the third movie. But for now, I'd probably rate the movie out of 1 to 10, probably give it an 8 out of 10. So this is my first video review for a movie.
I'm scared,
Usually
Professor Dumbledore.
more used to doing a
Everyone
written version. There's a
is scared of
written
something.
review already
Ridiculous.
out a couple of days ago,
Mute?
and this is my first
You're
video.
up next.
So if you like this format, I think
That's
this is
an
fresh,
unusual
this is
one.
something you can follow.
What Mr. Scamander
Hit
fears
subscribe
above
on my
everything else
channel.
is
There will be a lot
Having to
more. I
work in
just
an
need
office,
leave
sir.
a comment on the comment section on
Go
what
ahead, Mute.
you want to see or what you want me to do.
Ridiculous.
What you want me to do, movies or other reviews. Anything, just leave a comment. I appreciate any comment. And again, subscribe to my channel.
Magic
And if you're on
blooms
Facebook, you can also look me up, the Fanboy SEO
Only
on Facebook,
in rare
Twitter, and
souls.
Instagram is the same handles. Again, this is Earl Maghirang.
Still
Thank you for
in
watching. Thank you
skulk
for
in shadows.
listening to my rants and reviews. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.